receive great honor and everlasting name.
All right, what verse we're in? We jump to verse 69. Grieve the enemy. 30 and 3. Get that for me, Go on.
Verse 69. So he blessed them and was gathered to his fathers.
All right, so now Matthias, he's no longer with his son and his brothers. Right? He blessed them and was gathered with his fathers. Now jump to chapter 3, verse 1.
Chapter 3, verse 1. Then his son Judas, called Maccabeus, rose up in his stead.
Read that part again.
Then his son Judas, called Maccabeus, rose up in his stead.
Sure, read that scripture.
You are grieving the enemy. Because your son is going.
What did Matthias do? Matthias taught his children. He taught them.
The enemy came to you and said, "Man, I'm gonna give you silver and gold."
When you teach your sons,
You just
you are grieving the enemy. Why? Because your son is going to be just like you. And the enemy knows that he could not get to you. The enemy came to you and said, "Man, I'm gonna give you silver and gold if you just do the will of the king."
That's who they always target.
And he couldn't
Always
get to you.
targeting your kids. Look at the LGBT.
So you'll be best friends.
That movement is not.
So now the target is, all right, we cannot get to Matthias. Let's try to get to the children. That's who they always target. They're always targeting the kids. Look at the LGBT, that whole movement. That movement is not for you and I. The rainbow, all that, colorful. They not targeting us.
These brothers, man.
They not. Because they know like these Negroes from the 90s, all right, we can't get it. Well, they got some, they got some.
Wicked man in Israel.
Some people, they got some brothers from the 90s, these brothers, man.
They got some.
That's what happened when you didn't come to the Isupk.
You gotta get us, Sean. It's a lot.
That's what happened when you listen to the wicked men in Israel. You imagine you in your 30s and your 40s and you got a woman that's humping you. It's just sad, man.
That's why we
got some of our brothers.
Any other
Read that again, Sean. Sidebar real quick. It's a lot of madness going on in Israel, man. It's a lot of madness. In the Isupk, we are here to clean that shit up.
That is a fact.
That's why we are not affiliated with any other Israelite. We are not affiliated with y'all. Read us all.
He that teacheth his son, grieveth the enemy. And before his person, he shall rejoice himself.
He shall rejoice of him. Now read the next verse.
Verse 4.
Now, what did that
Though
scripture
his father died,
Then his son Judas, called Maccabeus, rose up in his stead.
He rose up in his
for he hath left one behind him that is like himself.
Matthias passed away. So now, what did that scripture say?
Then his son Judas, called Maccabeus, rose up in his stead.
He rose up in his stead. That means what? He took the place of his father.
He left what?
He
left behind an avenger. That's who Matthias slept. Matthias slept in a avenger. This is why chapter 3, verse 1 says what? Judas called Maccabeus rose up in his stead.
He left what?
Now he is the one.
He left behind an avenger. That's who Matthias left. Matthias left an avenger. This is why chapter 3, verse 1 says what? Judas called Maccabeus rose up in his stead. Because now he is the one that's going to avenge his people, just like what his father was doing.
Exactly.
Again?
Against his enemy.
Read it from the top.
He left behind him
his enemy might think, you know what?
against his enemy.
So now,
And one that
let's go down from Judah Maccabeus.
that shall quit.
Let's go offer him some silver and some
Exactly.
gold. He might accept.
He left an avenger to his enemies. Man.
You raise up your
So his
son.
enemy might think, you know what? Matthias is gone. So now,
When you do so,
let's go knock on Judah Maccabeus' door. Let's go offer him some silver and some gold.
Right.
He might accept.
Let's go back now.
Nah, not when you raise
Verse
up
2, and all his
in the
brethren helped him,
wisdom and knowledge of the
and
Most
so
High.
did all they that
Because
held
when
with
you
his
do
father,
so,
and they fought
you
with
leave
cheerfulness
behind an
the battle
avenger.
of Israel.
You leave
So
yourself
he
behind.
got his people great honor, and put on a
Let's go back to
breastplate
that.
as a giant. And
Verse
girt
2,
with
and all his
harness
brethren
about,
helped him,
Mhm.
and he
and
made
so
battle.
did all they that held with his father, and they fought
And his
with
axe-
cheerfulness the battle of Israel. So he got his people great honor, and put on a breastplate as a giant, and girt his warlike harness about
That
him,
is going to
and he made battles, protecting the host with his sword, and his axe.
This is the type of man that we are raising.
We just read. He became the avenger.
We are
He became
raising
now
protectors, man.
He
We are
became now
raising
the-
leaders. We are
the
raising
leader
soldiers.
that
We are
is
not
going to
raising
protect the
cowards.
flock
We
of
are
the
not
Most
raising
High, man,
enemies.
like his father was doing.
We need to be one.
And this is the type of man that we are
We need to
raising here in
receive
the
the same
Isupk.
heaven as the oppressor.
We are raising
We're not
protectors,
raising
man.
these
We are
type of
raising leaders. We are raising soldiers.
Right.
We understand.
We are not raising cowards. We are not raising men that's gonna say, you know what? We need to be one with
In
the
his axe
oppressor.
he was like a
We need to
lion,
receive
like a
the same
lion's whelp,
heaven as the
roaring for his
oppressor.
prey.
We're not raising these type of men in here, man, because we understand our history. We understand
He
exactly
grieved
who we
also
are.
many kings.
What did we read?
Keep going.
in Ecclesiastes.
In his axe he was like a lion, and like a lion's whelp roaring for his prey.
Mhm. What verse you in?
He grieved also many
Go
kings.
to verse 7.
He grieved also many kings.
What did we read in Ecclesiastes?
You're not there
That
anymore.
teaches his son.
You let the
grieve
son, just like
enemy.
you.
Mm.
Read that one again.
He grieved also many
Jacob
kings.
glad with his axe.
Taught him well.
His memorial is blessed forever.
Teach your son well. He's going to be the one grieving your
Verse 8.
enemies.
Moreover, he went through
You're
the
not
cities
there
of Judah,
anymore.
destroying the
You left your
ungodly
son,
out,
just like you. Keep going.
and turning away wrath.
And made Jacob glad with his axe,
The
and
utmost
his
part.
memorial is blessed
He
forever.
received unto him such as were ready to perish.
Verse 8. Moreover, he went through the cities of Judah, destroying the ungodly out of them,
Samaria to fight against
and turning away wrath from Israel, so that he was renowned unto the utmost part of the earth, and he received unto him such as were ready to perish. Then Apollonius gathered the Gentiles together,
Many
and a great
soldiers
host out of Samaria to fight against Israel.
All right. So now
Now
we have
read verse 12.
men that's going to come and try
Verse
to
12.
defeat.
Wherefore Judas took their spoils,
They're
and
going to try
Apollonius'
to
sword
gather
also.
as many soldiers as they could. And we're going to get to the numbers. And read verse, where we at?
Now when
Verse 12.
Sarah, prince of the army of Syria, heard say
Verse
that
12.
Judas had
Wherefore
gathered him a
Judas took
multitude
their
of
spoils,
the faithful
and Apollonius'
out
sword
into
also,
war. He
and
said,
therewith he
I will
fought
get
all
thee
his
a
life
name
long.
and honor in the kingdom.
Verse 13.
This is
Now when Saron, a prince of the army of Syria, heard say that Judas had gathered unto him a multitude and company of the faithful to go out with him to war,
And that is the
he
spirit
said,
a lot of our people
I will
have.
get me a name
A lot
and
of our
honor in the
people have
kingdom.
that spirit.
This is
And
a
that
wise
shows you these
right
brothers
there.
at Cyborg
He
will
said, you know, I'm going to make a name for myself.
You know why they have that spirit?
I'm going to be the one
They
to
know
destroy. And that is the spirit a lot of our people have.
in their entire
A lot of our people have that spirit, unfortunately. And that shows you these brothers, right? Sidebar real quick. These brothers do not have the spirit of the Most High. You know why they have that spirit, Isupk? They know that the Isupk is the home of the truth.
Right.
And their entire goal is say, you know what? I'm going to make a name for myself. I'm going to outdo the Isupk. The mere fact that you have that spirit shows you who is the home of the truth.
Right.
It shows you you have the same spirit as the oppressor. You're trying to outdo what you know is superior than you. This is the spirit of this oppressor. This oppressor knows he knows the reputation of
Verse
Judas.
13.
He
Now
knows his
Sarah,
reputation.
the prince of
This
the
is why
army of
he's like, you
Syria,
know what?
heard
I'm gonna
say
make a
that
name for
Judas had
myself.
gathered
I'm going
him
to be the one. Look what he said.
a
Verse
company of
13.
the faithful to go out with him to war.
Verse 14.
He said, I will get me a name and honor in the kingdom.
Verse 13. Now when Saron, a prince of the army of Syria, heard say that Judas had gathered unto him a multitude,
So he made
a
him
company
ready
of
to
the
go up.
faithful to go out
And
with
there
him to
went
war.
with him a mighty host of the
He said,
ungodly to help
I will get me
He
a
avenged
name
them
and honor in the kingdom,
So he's
for
like,
I
I'm
will
going
go fight with Judas and them that are with him,
to do it.
who
I
despise
know
the
about
king's
Judas
commandments.
I know all these
So he made
revelations.
him ready to go up,
I know
and
how
there went with
he did
him a
not want
mighty
to
host
listen
of
to
the
king
ungodly to help him,
He did not
and
want
to
to
be
listen.
avenged of the children of Israel.
Yeah, so he's like, I'm going to be the one to do it. I'm gonna be the one to do it.
Hmm.
I know about Judas Maccabees. I know of his reputation. I know about his father. I know how they did not want to listen to the king's commandments. They did not want to listen to the king's commandments. So I'm going to be the one that make them bow down. Keep going.
How shall we be able, being so
Slack. And when he came near to the going up of Beth Horon, Judas went forth to meet him with a small company, who, when they saw the host coming to meet them, said unto Judas, how shall we be able, being so few?
And real quick, and the reason that he felt so bold, he felt so proud, is because his army was so strong. He felt like he had the perfect army. He had the numbers. He had the numbers, Aisha. He's looking at Judas Maccabees. He's like, well, how many thousand? Okay, we got 40,000. We got 40,000. We can take them. That's how this heathen was thinking. He was thinking so proudly that he's going to be the one to defeat Judas and his men because he felt like his army was so much stronger. Keep going.
To fight against so great a
Read it from
multitude,
the top.
who, when they saw the host coming to meet them, said unto Judas, how shall we be able, being so few, to fight against so great a multitude?
And these men, they looking at the host, they looking at their armies, they're like, damn, Judas, you know, these dudes they're a lot. It's only, a few of us. How are we going to defeat them? Let's see what Judas said.
And so strong, seeing we are ready to faint with fasting all this day. Unto whom Judas answered, it is no hard matter for many to be shut up in the hands of a few.
It is not hard, man. It is no hard matter, man. I'm thinking about Officer Shalai Allah right now.
Right.
This is Officer Shalai Allah's favorite scripture right there, because it's no hard matter, man. And a lot of our people, we look at this task like it is impossible. Well, guess what? It is impossible because it is a miracle. It's through miracle that we're going to defeat our enemies, man. You see it like it's impossible. To us, impossible is nothing. It was impossible for us to get back our custom, our culture, Aisha. That was impossible, but guess what? We have it. We are the real Jews, not the fake ones. Go ahead, Aisha.
We're going to declare ourselves as Jews.
Exactly. What you see as impossible can be done. A lot of our people, they feel like, man, these Negroes, man, y'all not scared. You know how many times we get asked this question, y'all not scared? You got the spirit of a coward, and the Isupk is trying to raise you up. You're a lion. All right. So just because these people, they got missiles, because you got to look at it, man. Our enemies, they got missiles, they got nuclear bombs, they got all type of weapons. They not a little snake anymore. They used to be a snake. Now they're a dragon. That's who they are. That's why Revelation called them a dragon, that old snake. They are not a snake anymore. They are dragons now because of all their military might, all the military power. And all that power means nothing to God. It means nothing. Because when we have God on our side, it doesn't matter how many missiles you have. It doesn't matter how many nuclear weapons you have. It does not matter. God is going to be the one destroying you. Read that scripture.
And with the God of heaven, it is all one to deliver with a great multitude or a small company. For the victory of battle standeth not in the multitude of an host.
And we're not gonna win this battle because we got so many soldiers in the Isupk. That's not why we're going to win this battle. That's not why these men won the battle. They won the battle. You know why? Because God was on their side.
Right.
Because they chose God over silver and gold. That's why. And this is what we have to do as a people, man. We have to choose God over. You're not even choosing God over, you're not even choosing silver. You're choosing center. You're choosing center over God. You're choosing chocolate over God. You're choosing what else? You're choosing a turkey over God.
Man.
Nah, we got to get that spirit out of you. Because those men, they could have had it all, Ashar. They could have had silver and gold. They could have been the friends of the king. Just like so many of our brothers today. They are the friends of Donald Trump. They are the friends of the Democratic Party. They are the friends of the Republican Party. Not in the Isupk. We are enemies.
Right.
Why? Because these men are God's enemies. And God's enemies, they are our enemies. Keep going.
But strength cometh from heaven.
And strength comes from God, man. Our strength in the Isupk, the reason that we stand so bold, man, it's not because, we got missiles. We got missiles. We don't have no missiles. We don't have no nuclear bombs. You know who we got? We got God. We got the Most High power.
Right.
That's what we got. We have our record. We know who we are. We know that we are the Israelites of the Bible. And we know that we are the one that's supposed to be ruling this damn planet. And it doesn't matter what the oppressor has. The oppressor has Caesar Borgia. The oppressor has Jesus that everybody knows. Everybody knows this image is Jesus Christ. We don't give a damn about this. You know why? Because we have the Most High power. We know who Jesus is. We know who the Jews are. We know the truth. And the lies is not going to conquer, man. The oppressor is not going to win this battle. The oppressor is losing this battle. If you know the prophecies that we were taught under commanding General Yohana in the Isupk, the oppressor is losing this battle. Right? And it is time for us as a people to come back, man. We have to come back under the shadows of the Most High because that's what's going to protect us in these days that we are in. Cause keep going. Keep going.
They come against us.
You're in verse
20.
20. Keep going.
They come against us in much pride and iniquity to destroy us and our wives and children and to spoil us. But we fight for our lives and our laws. Wherefore the Lord himself will overthrow them before our face. And as for you, be ye not afraid of them. Now, as soon as he had left off speaking, he leapt suddenly upon them, and so Seron and his host was overthrown before him. And they pursued them from the going down.
What verse are you in now?
24.
All right, keep going.
And they pursued them from the going down of Beth Horon unto the plain, where were slain about 800 men of them, and the residue fled into the land of the Philistines.
Now read verse 25.
Then began the fear of Judas and his brethren, and an exceeding great dread to fall upon the nations round about them.
Now you're gonna learn about this man. You're gonna learn about the Most High God. You're gonna learn about God. You think you have this great army, right? You think you have this great army and you can defeat these men that are following the Most High God. You think you can defeat them? Then the fear of Judas is going to fall upon them, which is the fear of God.
What book, chapter, verse right now?
That's First Maccabees chapter 3, verse, what was that? 25?
That was
verse 25. Read verse 26. Come.
Insomuch as his fame came unto the king, and all nations talked of the battles of Judas. Now
everybody is learning about the battle of this man. Why? Because he's not losing. Why is he not losing? Because he has so many soldiers. You already saw that the men came to him saying, Judas, how are we gonna fight these armies, man? They are so many. And he said what? He said the victory of battle. What did he say? Aisha? What was the words in verse 18? Was it verse 18? Unto whom Judas answered, it is no hard matter for many to be shut up in the hands of a few. It doesn't matter. So it wasn't because they were so strong in numbers. It was because God was on their side. That's why. Keep reading from where you was at. Verse 27.
Now, when King Antiochus heard these things, he was full of indignation.
Now he's full of indignation. Why? Because he's losing men. He's losing men to this Judas, this Haitian. Who the hell is this man? It's not Napoleon. Napoleon being mad at who the hell is this Dessalines guy? This is the same history, man. We've been battling these people forever. We've been battling these people forever, man. And as a people, it's time for us to know who the damn oppressor is. There's no reason why these people, there's no reason, first of all, we should be in their churches. There is no reason we should be celebrating their holidays because we have the records. We have the history. Read.
Okay. Now, when King Antiochus heard these things, he was full of indignation. Wherefore he sent and gathered together all the forces of his realm, even a very strong army.
Man, he's like, man, I need all the soldiers. I need everybody. Because we got to get this Judas Maccabeus guy because I'm losing too many men. So now we're going to get everybody. We're going to get all the soldiers. Keep going.
He opened also all his treasure and gave his soldiers pay for a year.
Man, he needed Judas Maccabeus. He's like, man, I'm paying y'all in advance. You know, we got to get this guy. We got to get them. We have to defeat the Israelites. Keep going.
Commanding them to be ready whensoever he should need them. Nevertheless, when he saw that the money of his treasures failed, and that the tributes in the country were small, because of the dissension and plague which he had brought upon the land in taking away the laws which had been of old time.
What verse you in?
30. He feared that he should not be able to bear the charges any longer, nor to have
read verse 37.
So the king took the half of the forces that remained and departed from Antioch, his royal city, the 147th year, and having passed the river Euphrates, he went through the high country. Then Lysias and Nick and Georgius, mighty men of the king's friends.
Verse 39.
And with them he sent 40,000 footmen.
How many?
40,000 footmen.
40,000 footmen. That's how many soldiers they had. They sent 40,000 footmen. Keep going.
And 7,000 horsemen.
So now we got 47. Keep going.
To go into the land of Judah and to destroy it, as the king commanded.
47,000 soldiers to go to the land of Judah and to destroy it. And we're going to see what happens. Keep going.
So they went forth with all their power and came and pitched by Emmaus in the plain country.
And they felt powerful. 40,000 footmen, 7,000 horsemen. That's a mighty army, Aisha. They definitely going to win. They got 47,000 soldiers. Keep going. You know what? For time's sake, let's jump to chapter 4, verse 1.
Chapter 4 and 1. Then took Georgius 5,000 footmen.
How many?
5,000 footmen.
How many did they have?
5,000.
No, how many did they have? 47.
47.
Right? All right, keep going.
And 1,000 of the best horsemen, and removed out of the camp by night, to the end he might rush in upon the camp of the Jews.
We're in chapter 4, verse 2. Keep going.
And smite them suddenly. And the men of the fortress were his guides. Now when Judas heard thereof, he himself removed.
All right, so we got these 5,000 men that's going to attack out of the 47. Now, when Judas heard, keep going.
Now when Judas heard thereof, he himself removed, and the valiant men with him, that he might smite the king's army which was at Emmaus, while as yet the forces were dispersed from the camp. In the mean season came Georgius by night, into the camp of Judas. And when he found no man there, he sought them in the mountains. For said he, these fellows flee from us.
And that was the Mawanaj. That's Mawanaj 101.
Yeah.
When you read the story of Mawanaj, and it's all our people, man. Jamaica, you will read about it from Jamaica. It's like what they call it today, guerrilla warfare.
Right.
You read about it with the Jamaicans, the Maroons from Jamaica. You read about it with the Brazilian. The most successful one was in Haiti, right? That was the most successful one, but that wasn't the only one. All our people fought through this guerrilla warfare tactic with our oppressors, man. All our people did it, man. We fought against oppression. They're gonna teach you that we was just submitting to the oppressor. Nah, we fought against oppression, man. We've been fighting over our freedom, man. We've been fighting. All right, and that was guerrilla warfare 101. That's Mawanaj 101. Keep going. They came and they didn't find nobody. They didn't find the man because they fled. They fled to the mountains. They know you got 47,000 soldiers. You sending 5,000 over here, 5,000. They know. So now, what are they resorting to do? How are they gonna defeat you through the power of the Most High? Guerrilla warfare. Keep going.
But as soon as it was day, Judas showed himself in the plain with
what verse you in?
Verse 6.
Read.
With 3,000 men, who nevertheless had neither armor nor swords to their minds. And they saw the camp of the heathen, that it was strong and well harnessed, and compassed round about with horsemen. And these were expert of war. Then said Judas to the men that were with him, fear ye not their multitude, neither be ye afraid of their assault. Remember how our fathers were delivered in the Red Sea, when Pharaoh pursued them with an army. Now, therefore, let us cry unto heaven, if peradventure the Lord will have mercy upon us, and remember the covenant of our fathers, and destroy before our face this day.
And this is important, man, because what we do in the Isupk and what you are seeing from these men, they not relying on their strength. We don't rely on our strength in the Isupk. We rely on the Most High, and the Most High give us the spirit of brotherhood.
Right.
This is our strength. This is our weapon, man. This brotherhood that we have in the Isupk, and this brotherhood in the Isupk, it's impossible. It is impossible without the spirit of the Most High God, man. This is why we have Dominicans here that do not say, I'm no black, I'm Dominican. That's the spirit of God, man. Because Dominicans say, I'm no black, I'm Dominican. They are enemies to the Haitians in the world. What we have here in the Isupk is a miracle. That is the spirit of God, and that's what we rely on. And that's what these men relied on. They relied on the Most High God. They did not rely on to say, you know what, we got 3,000 men. We got this. Right. It's 3,000 of us. That's not what they did. They relied on the Most High God. Keep going.
Now, therefore, let us cry unto heaven, if peradventure the Lord will have mercy upon us, and remember the covenant of our fathers, and destroy this host before our face this day. That so all the heathen,
read the verse.
11. That so all the heathen may know that there is one who delivereth and saveth Israel. Verse 12. Then the strangers lifted up their eyes and saw them coming over against them. Wherefore they went out of the camp to battle, but they that were with Judas sounded their trumpets. Verse 14. So they joined battle, and the heathen, being discomfited, fled into the plain.
And the heathen what?
Being discomfited, fled into the plain.
Now the hunter is fleeing.
Right.
Keep going.
Howbeit, all the hindmost of them were slain with the sword, for they pursued them unto Gazera and unto the plains of Idumea.
Man, I like this right here. Pursue them in Idumea. When we go somewhere, we see nothing but heathen. Esau. I learned that from Officer Hazahab. He's like, damn. One time we were somewhere, I forgot where, and it was nothing but it was a bunch of them. It was a few of our people, and So I was like, damn, we in Idumea. I kept this till this day. Like, man, this is Idumea, you know, and we pursued them. Keep going.
And Azotus and Jamnia, so that there were slain of them upon it 3,000 men.
Oh man, they lost some soldiers that day.
Right.
They think they was almighty and powerful. They lost some soldiers that day. Just like Napoleon lost a lot of soldiers, thinking that he's just gonna, you know, reinstate slavery on the islands. Keep going.
And said to the people, be not greedy of the spoils, inasmuch as there is a battle before us. And Georges and his host are here by us in the mountain.
Remember, that was 5,000 men. They still got 42,000. Now 3,000 of this 5,000 are gone, right? So Georges and his men, they still got other soldiers, right? Keep going.
But stand ye now against our enemies and overcome them. And after this, you may boldly take the spoils.
All right. After we win the battle, you know, after we win the war, we won this battle. After we win this war, then we can worry about all the spoils. All right. Let's stay focused. Let's stay diligent. All right. Keep going.
As Judas was yet speaking these words, there appeared a part of them looking out of the mountain, who, when they perceived that the Jews had put their host to flight and were burning the tents, for the smoke that was seen declared what was done.
Right. Basically, the scenery. When they saw the scenery, they like, damn, man, we lost some soldiers, man. That's what he says here. Read that part again.
Which part?
The latter part you just read. Declared unto them.
And for the smoke that was seen declared what was done.
Exactly. That's like, you know, it testified to exactly how they lost, right? This battle so far. Keep going.
When therefore they perceived these things, they were sore afraid. And seeing also the host of Judas in the plain ready to fight, they fled everyone into the land of strangers.
And these soldiers, these strong soldiers that had 40-something thousand soldiers, now they fleeing. Now they're afraid. They're afraid now. Because they saw the scenery, they saw 3,000 of their men. They're like, damn, you know, they start scratching their head. Like, now they are the one running away. That is the power of God, man. That's the power of God. Nothing else. It wasn't because Judas was so great of a man. It was because he did not rely on himself. He relied on the Most High. Keep going.
23. Then Judas returned to spoil the tents, where they got much gold and silver and blue silk and purple of the sea and great riches.
21?
That's 23.
23, read 25.
Come on. Thus Israel had a great deliverance that day.
All right.
Now all the strangers that had escaped came and told Lysias what had happened, who, when he heard thereof, was confounded and discouraged, because neither such things as he would were done unto Israel, nor such things as the king commanded him were come to pass.
All right, so nothing that they imagined to do came to pass because they lost. Jump to verse 34.
Verse 34. So they joined battle, and there were slain of the host of Lysias about 5,000 men.
How many men they lost?
5,000 men.
5,000 men. That's another 5,000 on top of the 3,000.
Even before them were they slain. Now when Lysias saw his army put to flight, and the manliness of Judas' soldiers, and how they were ready either to live or die valiantly, he went into Antiochia and gathered together a company of strangers. And having made his army greater than it was, he purposed to come again into Judea. Then
so now they looking for a stronger army, because nothing that they did came to pass. They losing men left and right. So now we need a stronger army. Keep going.
Then said Judas and his brethren, behold, our enemies are discomfited. Let us go up to cleanse and dedicate the sanctuary.
And this is where we are today. The Feast of Dedication. This is why in the Isupk and the brothers, the Akim did a very good job at, you know, this dedication, man. Every year we do it. Every year, all the school in the ISUPK, you know, we clean up the school, we add some ornaments, you know, some pictures. All the schools in the ISUPK, we do it. We are rehearsing the righteousness of the Lord, man. This is what we are doing in the ISUPK. We're keeping our custom, we're keeping our culture. And this is going to mean everything. It's going to mean everything in the future, man. As a people, we have to come back to our Lord's statutes and commandments. And this is not a high holy day, but this is a day for us as a people to remember when we defeated our enemy who came to destroy us, as we are witnessing them trying to destroy us today. Read that scripture. Let's get to the actual feast. 36.
36. Then said Judas and his brethren, behold, our enemies are discomfited. Let us go up to cleanse and dedicate the sanctuary. Upon this, all the hosts assembled themselves together and went up into Mount Zion. And when they saw the sanctuary desolate and the altar profaned and the gates burned up.
All right. So when they see all the destruction that the enemies did, now jump to verse 49.
They made also new holy vessels, and into the temple they brought the candlestick, and the altar of burnt offerings, and of incense, and the table. And upon the altar they burned incense, and the lamps that were upon the candlestick.
And this is what we are doing today in the ISUPK.
Right.
This is exactly what we are doing. This is why we are here today. All that history that we were reading about, these heathen coming to destroy us. And we won the battle. We won against them. And now we are dedicating back to the temple that they destroyed, that they stole from, that they robbed. Keep going.
And that they might give light in the temple. Furthermore, they set the loaves upon the table and spread out the veils and finished all the works which they had begun to make. Now on the 25th day of the 9th month.
What verse are you in?
Verse 52.
Okay, read.
Which is called the month Caslu. In the 148th year, they rose up betimes in the morning and offered sacrifice according to the law upon the new altar of burnt offerings which they had made. Look at what time and what day the heathen had profaned it. Even in that was it dedicated with songs and citherns and harps and cymbals.
55.
Then all the people fell upon their faces, worshiping and praising the God of heaven, who had given them good success. And so they kept the dedication of the altar 8 days and offered burnt offerings with gladness.
Today is the first day, right? Today is the first day, and we'll be keeping this feast for 8 days. This is how it is in the Israelites. And in our kingdom, man, it's going to be big. Right now, we are in captivity.
Right.
We are in captivity, man. Boy, when I tell you, in our kingdom, it's going to be big. Keep going.
They decked also the forefront of the temple with crowns of gold and with shields, and the gates and the chambers they renewed and hanged doors upon them. Thus was there very great gladness among the people, for the reproach of the heathen was put away.
Read the last verse, 59.
Moreover, Judas and his brethren with the whole congregation of Israel ordained that the days of the dedication of the altar should be kept in their season from year to year.
From year to year. This is why in the ISUPK we celebrate this day.
Right.
Read it again. Over.
Moreover, Judas and his brethren with the whole congregation of Israel ordained that the days of the dedication of the altar should be kept in their season from year to year by the space of 8 days, from the 25th day of the month Caslu, with mirth and gladness.
Don't sign Christ, man. I shot. Get home.
Listen, and this is supposed to be an 8-day long party, because that's the type of celebration that we have when the Most High gives us victory. And we got another victory coming.
Damn right. We got one coming, and this is the last captivity. This is our last captivity. You know, we are going home, y'all. World War III is around the corner, you know, and it is time for us as a people, man. In the ISUPK, we are about raising our people from the dust, man. It is time. You young men You brothers who's on the couch, get up from the couch, man. Get up from the couch. Come to 2279 3rd Avenue. Go to isupk.com. You know, go to the city near you, man. Call the camp leader. Gather together with your brothers, man. All right, gather together because these nations, they are out to destroy us. And we have the Lord on our side in the Isupk. We're waiting on you brothers, man, to come and join us so that we can gather all 12 tribes of Israel. With that, men of Israel, we're gonna pass the class over, all right, to Priest and Officer Kayanyatab. Hosanna Christ.
Man of Israel, Michael, okay, 132 to the teacher. Man of Israel,
For the general.
Man of Israel, Amadu Shabbat, Amadu, Barak,
Send out top rock the
Man of Israel, Amadu Shabbat, Amadu, Barak,
Yahweh Shema, talking about send outside. You.
Anytime.
Some of us might have, you might hear them say,